In today's video, we will learn how to represent or locate an irrational number on the number line. First, we'll draw a line or a ray of any length. We'll mark a point on this number line for 2 centimeter each. Zero, -1, -2, -3, 1, 2, 3. Now we'll draw a right angle triangle on this number line of base length is 1 unit. From 0 to 1 it is 1 unit, and even we have to construct a triangle of height 1 unit only, because the base is of 1 unit, so we have to construct the height of the triangle also 1 unit only. To construct the height of the triangle, we'll use the protractor. I will place the protractor point on the number 1 point, yes, and we'll mark a point for 90 degree. We'll join 1 and point 1 here. Yes, I will call this point as 0 and this point as A here. As I told, the height of the triangle must be also 1 unit only. From 0 to 1 it is 1 unit. I will adjust the compass to the length of 1 unit and I will cut the height of the triangle. Yes. Then I will name it as point A. Now I will join point A and O here. As I told, OA is of 1 unit and even height of the triangle it is also 1 unit only. But we need to know the length of OA here. So we have to use the Pythagoras theorem. I think you all are familiar with the Pythagoras theorem. What is the Pythagoras theorem states that? We have to remember that a Pythagoras theorem, it is always stated on a right angle triangle here. What is the Pythagoras theorem states that? Sorry, I will name it as B. Square of an hypotenuse, first one, to find OB length, we'll use Pythagoras. Square of an hypotenuse is equals to the sum of the squares of remaining two sides. What are the remaining two sides here? 0, A and AB are the two sides here. OA and AB are the two sides. We want to know the length of OB here, so I will keep OB as it is, OB square, and I will substitute the value of OA and AB here. OA is 1 square plus AB is also 1 square only. 1 plus 1, that results to the value 2. OB square is equals to 2 here. Then we'll take square root on both the sides. Square root get cancels. Remaining is OB is equals to root 2. Now we got the length of OB, that is root 2. Yes. Here we have to represent this length on the number line here. So with the help of the compass, I will adjust to the length of OB and I will draw an arc till it meets a length line here, number line. Yes, here at this point it is meeting. This point is representing root 2 value. Yes, the length from the length from O to till root 2 is equals to the length of OB here. We can visualize it easily. Yes, because these two are the radii of this circle. Here we came to know the value of root 2 here, but here they have asked us to locate the root 3 on the number line. Again we have to continue the same procedure to locate root 3 on the number line here. So again I will place a protractor on the point B. Will mark a point for 90 degree. I have placed a protractor on point B and marked for a point at 90 degree here. We'll join point B and point here. Yes. Now we'll cut this perpendicular line by 1 unit. Yes. Keeping the edge of the compass on the point B, we'll cut this perpendicular line. I will name this point as C here. We'll join this point and O here. This is 1 unit. Yes. Now we have to find OC length here. Again we'll use the Pythagoras theorem to find the length of OC. Square of an hypotenuse is equals to the sum of the squares of remaining two sides. Remaining two sides are OB square and BC square here. We have to find OC value. So I will keep as it is. OB value is root 2 whole square plus BC value is 1 square, that is equals to square root get cancels, 2 plus 1, that results to 3. Then OC square is equals to 3 here. We'll take square root on both the sides, is equals to 3, square root 3. Square root get cancels, then OC is equals to root 3 here. Then what is the value of OC here? Root 3. Now again we have to represent length of OC on the number line. So again with the help of a compass, we'll draw an arc of a length OC. Let's see. As it is cutting at this point. This point represent root 3 value. This is how to locate an irrational number on the number line. If they have asked us to locate root 4 on the number line, means again we have to keep the protractor on the point C. Again we have to draw one perpendicular line. We have to cut that perpendicular line by of 1 unit, and that point of intersection O has to be joined. That longest length of the triangle represents the square root 4 value here. We can also find till n number of irrational numbers. We can also find an n number of irrational numbers. Okay. Now we'll move on to exercise 1.2. Before that, write one remark. We'll write one more definition for a real number. A real number is a collection of, or you can write set of rational and irrational number. The meaning of this statement is the real number consisting both rational and irrational number, but rational and irrational number are not containing real number here. Try to understand the definition. Real number containing these two type of numbers, but these two type of numbers are not containing the real number. Even I will say a real number containing a rational number, but a rational number is not containing real number here. One more type, a real number is containing irrational number, but irrational number is not containing a real number. Yes, now we'll move on to second exercise. First main is we have to check whether the given statements are true or false. In that first question is every irrational number is a real number. Irrational number means what? Root 2, which are not a perfect square numbers, are all examples for irrational numbers here. And even non-terminating, non-recurring are also an examples for an irrational numbers here. Yes, these two are present in a real number here. Yes, as I told while defining the definition of real number here, a real number cannot be a rational number, a real number cannot be a irrational number, but irrational number can be a real number here. Yeah, they are also telling us same thing. Every irrational number is a real number, they are telling. So the given statement is a true statement. We'll write why it is true here. We'll give reason because real number is a collection of all numbers. Yes, or you can write this definition only, real number definition. Real number is made up of rational and irrational number. Third question is every point on the number line is of the form root m, where m is a natural number. We have to check whether it is true or false. Let me consider one number line. This number line consisting 0, positive numbers, so on, and even negative numbers till infinite. Yes, here what they are telling, every point on the number line. This is the number line. These are the points on the number line. These numbers must satisfy root m condition, and even m must be also a natural number. If these numbers satisfied these two conditions, then the given statement will be the true statement. We will check whether these number will satisfy these two conditions or not here. So we will consider first condition is what here? Root m. I will consider first positive numbers. Root m means root 1. I will take in place of m, I will consider 1 value here. Then what is the root 1 value? That is always 1. And we got m value is what I told, that is 1. It's satisfying the value here. Yes, and after removing the root, we are getting a natural number. And even m is also a natural number here. It's satisfying the value 1, satisfying this both the condition here. So for 1, the condition is the given statement is a true statement. We'll check for second number, where second number means root m is equals to, I will take 0 here. 0 means root 0. Root 0 is 0. Yes, and m value will be what here? 0. Instead of in m value I have given 0 value here. Therefore m is equals to 0 here. Whether the 0 is a natural number? No. Even though it is satisfying this condition, but m value what they have given here? A natural number. M value is 0 is a natural number? No, 0 is not a natural number. Here it is failing. Then we'll check for negative numbers. Root m is equals to root of minus 1. We cannot determine the value of root of minus 1 here. Yes, and m value is equals to here minus 1. Whether minus 1 is a natural number? No, minus 1 is not a natural number. Minus 1 it is an integer. Therefore, for this also the two condition will fail. So therefore they are telling every point here, not every point are not satisfying this condition. Only positive numbers are satisfying this condition. We'll check one more positive number, that is root m is equals to root 2 here. Root 2 value results to the root 2 only. We can plot root 2 on the number line. Yes, and here 2 is what, a natural number here. Yes, if 2 is also satisfying this both the conditions. Yes, then this concludes that these two conditions satisfy only positive numbers on the number line. For rest all numbers, these two conditions are not satisfied, so that the given statement is a false statement. Yes, now we'll write the reason why it is false here. Because negative numbers can not be the square root of any natural number. Third question, every real number is a irrational number. The meaning of this statement is every real number must be in an irrational number. Then only the given statement will be the true statement. We'll check whether it is true or false here. Let us consider some set of real numbers here. What are the real numbers? Which containing integers, natural number, whole number, rational number and irrational number. Whether these set of numbers are present in an irrational number? No, irrational number consists only root form of numbers. Yes, irrational number consists only root form of numbers. So the given statement is a false statement. So the given statement is a false statement. So we'll write the reason here. -2, 1, 0, 1 by 7, root 2 are the real numbers, but not irrational number. Are the square root of all the positive integers irrational? If not, give an example of the square root of a number that is a rational number. We'll check first whether the square root of all positive integers are irrational or not. We'll prove it here roughly. All positive integer means what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on till infinite. Yes, then square root of all these positive integers. Square root means square root of all these positive integers. Square root of 1 is 1, square root of 2 is again square root 2, square root 3 only, square root of 4 is 2, square root of 5 is 5 only, so on to till infinite. See, in this list of all positive square root numbers, it containing rational numbers. Rational number means what? Numbers which can be expressed in the form of p by q. We can express 1 in the form of p by q, 1 by 1. Even we can express 2 in the form of p by q. Yes or no? So this list containing what? Both rational numbers and irrational numbers, which are not perfect square numbers. These all are what? An irrational numbers. Yes, but here they are asking us whether these list containing only an irrational numbers. No, this list is not containing only irrational numbers. It containing both rational number and irrational number. So the answer will be no here. If it is no, we have to give an example for a rational numbers. We have to give an example for the rational numbers which are in the form of square root here. So we'll write example for that. Square root 4. Perfect square numbers are the examples for a rational numbers, and the square root 9, it is also an example for a rational number here. The S are an example for rational number. It is third one. Show that root 5 can be represented on the number line here. Take a line of any length, or you can call a line as a ray. I will mark a point here. This is 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. We have to locate root 5 on this number line. As I told, again we have to construct a right angle triangle of a unit base, and height of this right angle triangle must be also 1 unit only. To construct a height of a triangle with the help of a protractor, we'll mark an angle of 90 degree at a point 1. Join this point and 1. Just cut this perpendicular line of 1 unit. With the help of a compass, adjust the compass for 1 unit. Cut the perpendicular line. I will call this as point O, and this as A, and this as B. Join O and B. Yes. This is also 1 unit. As I told you, the longest side of the triangle, it is called hypotenuse. Yes, again using Pythagoras theorem, we will find the length of OB. OB square, that is square of an hypotenuse, is equals to sum of the squares of the remaining 2 sides. OA is 1 unit square. Again this is also 1 unit square. 1 plus 1, that leads to what? 2. Again taking square root on both the side, square and square root get cancels. OB is equals to what here? Root 2. Yes, then OB is here root 2. This is 90 degree. Again, keeping a protractor at the point B, we have to take one more perpendicular point. Mark a point of 90 degree and join those points. Again cut this perpendicular line by 1 unit. Sorry, one more mistake I have done here. Please adjust this compass. Then the third question. Show how root 5 can be represented on the number line. Again we'll draw a line of any centimeter and we'll mark a point on them, or 2 centimeters. Yes, okay. 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Now we'll construct a triangle on this number line of base 1 unit. Again we'll construct a height of a triangle with the help of a protractor, keeping at the point 1 here, and we'll mark a angle of 90 degree. We have to keep the protractor at the point 1, and we have to mark a point at 90 degree and join these 2 points. Cut this perpendicular line by 1 unit, taking 1 unit. The height of the triangle and the base of the triangles must be the same. If it is 1 unit, then the height of the triangle must be also 1 unit. If the base of the triangle it is 2 unit, then the height of the triangle must also be 2 unit only. Then this is O, A, B. We'll join the points O and B. Yes. If this is 1 unit, then height will be also what? 1 unit. Again, with the help of the Pythagoras theorem, we'll prove this. We'll find OB here. OB means what? The square of an hypotenuse is equals to sum of the squares of the remaining 2 sides. OA square plus AB square. OA means 1 unit square plus AB is also 1 unit square. We'll get 2 here. Then OB square is equals to what? 2. By taking square root on both the side, square and square root get cancels. OB is equals to root 2. Then OB is what here? Root 2. Then with the help of the compass, as I told you, we have to bring this length on the number line. So I will adjust my compass to the length of OB, and with the help of an arc I will bring this line OB on the number line here. See? Yes. Then this point of intersection is representing a root 2 value. Yes. Now next we will construct root 3 value. Again we will take a point on B and we'll make a 90 degree here, and we'll mark a point of 90 degree. Again we'll join Again we'll cut this perpendicular line by 1 unit. All perpendicular line must be cutted by the base unit length only in this concept. I will name it as C here. We'll join C and O. Yes, this is 1 unit. Again with the help of a Pythagoras theorem, we can find this easily. This represents root 3 here. And yes, again we'll adjust, then again we'll bring a line OC on a number line here. To that, again I will adjust this compass to the length of OC and I will mark here. It is cutting here. This point is representing root 3 value. Yes, again we'll construct. The process will continue till root 5 here. Again at the point C here, we'll draw one more perpendicular line. Yes. And mark the point, join those 2 points. Again cut this perpendicular line by 1 unit. We'll call this point as D here. We'll join D and O. This is 1 unit. 1 unit. 1 unit. Applying Pythagoras theorem for these two values, we'll get here root 4. Yes. Again, we'll bring the length OD on the number line. I will adjusting this and we'll draw one more arc. See here. What is the value of square root 4? It is 2. It is indicating here exact value 2. Yes or no? This is how to represent a number line on the of the numbers. This is 2 value. Again one more, that is last one, root 5. This is 3 marks question. Please be thorough with this. Again draw a line of 90 degree. Draw a line which making 90 degree. Again we'll cut this perpendicular line by 1 unit. Join these 2 points. Call this point as E, 1 unit, and this represent root 5. Yes. This point of intersection represents root 5 on this number line. This completes your second exercise.